If you've ever felt stuck, like your best days are already in the rearview mirror, I really want you to stick around for this. We're not here for some temporary, feel-good motivational fix. Nope. We're here to talk about a real, genuine inner awakening, a way to completely rebuild your mindset, find your purpose again, and truly, deeply believe in yourself. So, let's get into it. And this right here, this is the core idea I want us to hold on to. It's so easy to just scroll past something like this and think, oh, that's a nice quote. But what if? What if we decided to believe it's the absolute truth? That no matter what's happened up to this point, your potential is this vast, undiscovered country, and the strongest, most capable version of you, well, they're still waiting to be introduced. So the big question is, where does a new beginning actually start? It's not about packing your bags and moving to a new city or landing a new job. It starts right up here, in the inner battlefield of your own mind. And let me tell you, this is the one battle that really determines all the others. I mean, seriously, think of your mindset like it's the operating system for your entire life. Those thoughts you have on repeat day after day, that's the code that's literally building your reality. And it's kind of fascinating and maybe a little scary to realize that most of us lose this internal battle before we even step out the front door. And this is where we really get to the heart of it. We all have that voice, right? That little inner critic whispering, you can't do it, or you're not good enough. But look at the difference here. Those are just fears. They are not facts. They're just feelings. And in fact, that feeling of fear, it's often a compass pointing you directly toward growth. It shows up right at the moment you're about to level up. So, when that inner critic starts telling you what you can't do, what's the comeback? It's just these two words. Watch me. It's not a big argument. It's a promise you make to yourself. It puts you right back in the driver's seat. Instantly. Okay, now that we're starting to get a handle on that inner battle, let's talk about where real, deep growth actually comes from. We're always taught to chase comfort and avoid pain, but what if our most powerful lessons come from the exact opposite? What if our toughest, most challenging experiences are actually our greatest teachers in disguise? And this brings us to the three teachers we've all had, whether we signed up for the class or not: struggle, heartbreak, and failure. See, the key isn't trying to avoid them. That's impossible. It's about finally understanding the lessons they were trying to teach us all along. Let's start with struggle. I know when you're in it, it feels like a punishment, right? Like you're fighting this battle and no one sees it. But this reframe is so powerful. It is not punishment, it's preparation. It's the silent training montage you're going through for the stronger person you're about to become. This is just such a beautiful way to think about it. It can really feel like you're being buried under all the pressure, all the weight of it all. But you're not being buried, you're being planted. That darkness, that's just the soil you need to grow from. The power to break through is already in you. And then there's heartbreak. And we're not just talking about romantic love here. We're talking about any broken trust, any dream that falls apart. But the return on that pain, it's incredible. It's like a masterclass in self-worth. It teaches you how to set boundaries. It teaches you to choose your own peace over chaos. And it shows you it's okay to outgrow people and heal on your own timeline. This might be one of the most important things we talk about today. We are so terrified of failure, but failure is just data. It's a guide. It's feedback telling you what to try next. Quitting, that's the real dead end. That's the only true failure, because that's the moment you decide to stop learning from the data. Okay, so we've reframed our past. Now it's time to build the future. And to do that, you're going to need a toolkit. So let's talk about the real practical superpowers that actually create lasting, meaningful change.
We all love chasing that feeling of motivation, don't we? It's like a firework. It's bright, it's exciting, and then poof, it's gone. Discipline is totally different. Discipline is the engine that keeps on running, even on those cold, rainy mornings when you just don't feel like it. And that's what will actually get you where you want to go.
And just look at what discipline builds. We tend to think of it as this restrictive, boring thing, but it's not. It's actually construction. It's the force that builds your body, builds your mind, builds your career. It even builds your sense of inner peace. It's the foundation for literally everything that matters. And this right here is the ultimate payoff of discipline. It doesn't build arrogance. It builds this quiet, calm self-assurance. Because true confidence isn't about looking around and thinking, I'm better than them. It's the feeling of, I don't even need to compete. It comes from knowing you can rely on yourself because you've proven over and over that you keep the promises you make to yourself. So we've got the mindset down, we've got the tools, but what's the fuel for the journey? What's going to keep you going when it gets tough? Well, that's where we connect all of this to something much, much bigger, your driving purpose.
Just let that sink in for a second. All the struggles, all the heartbreaks, all the failures, they weren't just random, meaningless events. They were the fire that was forging you, preparing you for a purpose that is uniquely and completely yours.
And this is so, so important to hear. Your journey isn't just for you. Your unique story, all those lessons you had to learn the hard way, they have the power to be a literal lifeline for someone else going through it. Your purpose is to turn your past into someone else's survival guide. Okay, let's just take a breath here. We've talked mindset, we've reframed the past, we've gathered our tools and found our fuel. This is the moment where it all comes together. This isn't about someday in the future. Your rise starts right now. The very first choice is always this one, courage. And it's not about not being afraid, it's about being afraid and deciding to act anyway. It's choosing to take that first, tiny, terrifying step because you know your future is waiting on the other side of that feeling. Next, you choose discipline. This is the promise you make to your future self today. It's saying no to what you want in this exact moment so you can say yes to what you want most in your life. Every small act of discipline is a vote for the person you're becoming. And finally, you choose progress. Forget about being perfect. Perfection is a myth designed to keep you stuck. All that matters is this: one small, intentional step forward, and then another one, and another. That's how every great journey is finished. And this is the truth you need to carry with you, starting right this second. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. Let go of those labels. They don't define you anymore. Who you are is the person you are actively, intentionally becoming. So the power is completely in your hands. Your story is just getting started, and that stronger version of you is waiting. The world, for real, has not seen your best yet. The only question left to answer is, what happens now?